Welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
On the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
He's going to look deep for more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down, Cardinals.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
12. And the Cardinal first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Murray. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 43 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Panthers nothing. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. He may try, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He lets it fly for Locke, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. It has been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Cardinals 10-yard line.
Watch the twist.
McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Broken tackle. And good power running, but he's still going to be about a yard short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Arizona.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And
he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Jordan Hicks brought him down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Tackle made right at
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Murray from midfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down, Arizona.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Number 42. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it. down.
Complete to Philip Lindsay. First and goal, Arizona.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. Shotgun now for Murray. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
10 at the 13-yard line.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 57 yards.
57-yard gain. First down, Cardinals.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, it's Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
And inches at the 8-yard line.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And look there, not a good sight. Gronkowski down. And you just hope it's not that knee again. We'll check on his status when we get back. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Panthers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Oh, that was dangerous.
Jackson's pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Jackson.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. This one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Murray. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
And a Cardinal 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Just like that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Number 42.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Cardinals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 45.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by
Devondre Campbell.
No gain on the play. Second.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Simmons on the tackle.
Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Completes it to Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They go play action now. Jackson dancing to his left. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Grant Haley on the stop. A 6-yard pickup.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expected, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
Is good.
Extra extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brian Burns. 5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Screen pass to Lindsey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff.